Hello, beautiful souls, and a special, heartfelt welcome to my magnificent, radiant Leos. Welcome back to Cosmic Wisdom, the sacred space where we journey together into the heart of the cosmos to uncover the brilliant truths that guide our lives. My dear Leo, have you ever stood in the full light of the sun, closed your eyes, and felt a fire deep within your chest? A powerful, unshakable knowing that you are here for something more. Have you ever looked back at the day of your birth and felt, not as a passing memory, but as a profound echo, that your arrival on this earth was not a quiet entrance, but a grand declaration? You may have celebrated many birthdays, each one a circle of light around your personal sun. Some filled with joy and laughter, others perhaps with a quiet, inner longing for a stage that felt just out of reach. But today, right now, I invite you to connect with that day, not with the mind of an adult, but with the courageous heart of a lion, remembering the very reason your soul chose to blaze into this existence. And if you are feeling this magnificent and noble calling deep within your own lion heart, I want to invite you to do something truly powerful right now. Take a moment to join our beautiful community here at Cosmic Wisdom by tapping that subscribe button, and please comment your date of birth below to receive blessings from the universe, because the moment you were born, my dear Leo, was no mere accident of time. It was a cosmic coronation. It was a message written in starlight, a sacred code of pure, creative fire. While there may have been no earthly trumpets, I assure you, the heavens took notice. The sun, your magnificent ruler, the very heart of our solar system, seemed to pause in its celestial dance, aligning its golden rays to announce the arrival of a sovereign soul, your soul. And if you can feel the truth of this vibrating in your heart right now, if this message is already beginning to stir that beautiful fire within you, do me a favor. Gently press that like button, not just for an algorithm, but as a conscious act of saying yes to your own radiant power. Let's ignite this journey together. Some souls are born to learn the quiet lessons of the water, and some to anchor the steadfast earth. But you, my brilliant Leo, you were born to be the heart. You were born carrying a frequency of pure, unadulterated light, a vibration like a golden drumbeat resounding through the universe, calling all of creation to witness its joy. That frequency is your divine inheritance. It is your source code, your sacred scepter, the brilliant blueprint of your magnificent destiny. And your birthday holds the key. I know that not every day feels like a coronation. There are times you may feel like a king or queen in a kingdom that doesn't recognize your light. You may feel your grand gestures are met with misunderstanding, your passionate heart seen as mere drama. There are moments you may dim your own shine just to fit into a world that seems afraid of true brilliance. But oh, my beautiful lion, there are cosmic truths you cannot see with your eyes alone. There are messages that speak directly to the royalty of your spirit, felt as a surge of courage, a flash of inspiration, a deep and roaring fire in your soul. And the truth is, you were chosen, not because you are flawless, and not because you are without vulnerability, but because you are the one who knows how to love with the full force of your being. You are the one who can lead with generosity, create with joy, and bravely shine a light so that others may find their own. The universe needs a heart, Leo. It needs a sun, and it chose you. The day you were born was the day a gateway of pure potential swung open. A soul, cloaked in courage, stepped onto the stage of life carrying invisible treasures, a legacy of leadership, a treasure chest of unopened creative gifts, and a royal decree not yet read. That decree lives within you now. It is written in how you love, how you create, how you rise with breathtaking resilience, and how you choose, time and again, to share your warmth even when the world feels cold. Perhaps no one has ever told you this so directly before, but you need to hear it today. With every fiber of your being, you are not arrogant for knowing your worth. You are not lost when you seek a grander purpose. You are simply remembering the truth of who you are. Guard your birthday as your sacred coronation day. Never, ever underestimate the powerful, life-affirming energy you brought into this world simply by choosing to exist. Because if your birthday is the source code of your reign, then you, my beautiful Leo, are the sovereign ruler holding the key. And now, from this moment of remembrance, we are ready to unlock another door. A door that reveals your birthday not just as a personal milestone, but as a golden thread in an ancient royal tapestry, a story of a soul lineage that began eons ago. A magnificent story is waiting for you to claim it. Because the truth is, you were not merely born, you were summoned to the throne. My dear Leo, have you ever felt like you arrived on a stage where the play had already begun? As if the roles were already cast, the scenes already set, and you were expected to simply find your place in a story written by someone else. This feeling, this divine dissatisfaction with the ordinary, is not a flaw. It is a powerful clue from your soul. You see, you carry the frequency of the sun. You are a centralizing force, the heart around which life naturally wishes to orbit. You are not meant to be a supporting character in someone else's story. You are destined to be the radiant protagonist of your own. You are the star of the show, and because of that, you are the one who feels more than any other when the script is not your own. You are the one who can sense the inauthentic, who can feel the life force draining from a scene that lacks heart, passion, and purpose. Leo, you are not just the fifth sign of the zodiac. You are the very embodiment of the creative life force, the sovereign will, the courage to be fully and gloriously yourself. You stand at the threshold between the spark of inspiration and its magnificent manifestation in the world. You were born to be a bridge between divine creativity and earthly reality. And that, my friend, is a magnificent and noble calling. As the one who walks with the sun as your guide, you carry not just your own story, but the brilliant potential of your entire ancestral lineage. You hold the unfinished masterpieces of your ancestors, the unfulfilled legacies of leadership, the courageous dreams that were set aside, but never truly extinguished. This is why you have felt, since you were a child, a powerful pull towards something greater. This is why you've never been content to simply follow the crowd. You don't chase fleeting trends. You are here to set the standard. You don't get lost in the petty arguments of right and wrong. You are focused on the higher principles of truth, honor, and heartfelt expression. You love with a fierce loyalty. You create with a vibrant passion, and you feel with the full depth of your generous heart. Because within that heart beats the echo of 1,000 suns, a distant place where your soul once reigned, where masterpieces were born, and where courage was the currency of the realm. And now you have been chosen to continue that legacy, not with loud pronouncements or arrogant displays, but with the simple, powerful act of your authentic presence. Just by living from your heart, you are already leading. Just by refusing to dim your light, you are already giving others permission to shine. Just by creating for the sheer joy of it, you are reminding the world of its own divine spark. This is the sacred legacy of generosity that you carry. You are not alone, magnificent Leo. Not because people are always surrounding you, though they often are, drawn to your warmth, but because you walk with a golden lineage of sovereign souls, souls who have ruled, created, loved, and poured their hearts into life. And now they lend you their strength. They whisper their courage into your heart, asking you to complete the masterpiece that is your life. In truth, your soul has likely walked this earth many times before, not to be the quietest or the most reserved, but to be the most courageous, to be the heart, to hold a center of love and light so strong that it cannot be broken. And because you are the one who chose this radiant path, there is a natural nobility within you, a generosity that flows freely, a warmth that needs no reason. You see the potential in others that they cannot see in themselves. You inspire the dreams that others have forgotten. You ignite the sparks that others have allowed to fade. You do this not through calculation, but through the pure, instinctual radiation of your soul's light. No one had to teach you how to be generous, how to be brave. You have always known. It is a memory from other lifetimes, a truth from the very core of your being. So, on those days when you feel vulnerable, when your heart feels exposed after giving so much, please do not mistake this for weakness. It is the sign of a truly royal heart, greeting the world with full-throated courage and boundless love. And as you begin to hear this inner calling more clearly, you will realize you are not just one person in a vast world. You are a central sun in your own beautiful solar system, a golden thread weaving through time, connecting an ancient legacy to a brilliant future. And perhaps that lifelong question, what is my purpose, will be answered not in words, but in a feeling. In that moment of pure, uninhibited joy when you are creating, in that surge of pride when you see your light inspire another, in that instant when you touch something with your heart and it turns to gold, you will realize the fire in your heart doesn't just carry your name, but also the names of leaders, artists, and lovers you've never met, yet who have always walked beside you across lifetimes. And in that moment, when the light of your soul's memory dawns, you will see that every step you have taken has been part of a grand design. Because there is another journey, a royal procession, flowing through you. And that is the moment you'll be ready to move forward, to decode not just your birth date, but the entire royal decree of your soul, carried through lifetimes. You don't need to change who you are, my friend. You only need to become more of who you are. Have you ever felt a flicker of confusion, my dear Leo? You read the descriptions of your sign, bold, confident, always in the spotlight. But you know there are other, deeper currents flowing within you. There are moments when you are quiet and deeply reflective, when your strength is not a roar, but a steady inner flame. Moments when you are so fiercely protective and nurturing, it feels almost lunar. Moments when you want to retreat from the stage and simply be held. And you ask yourself, who am I really? Am I still a Leo? The answer, my beautiful friend, is a resounding yes. But you are not just Leo. You are a unique, one-of-a-kind expression of Leo's magnificent light. There is no one else in the entire cosmos who carries your exact soul map, because your birth date is not just a number. It is the precise cosmic coordinates of your coronation. It is the placement of the planets, the angle of the starlight, the intersection of the sun's rays with your very first courageous breath. This is your natal chart, and it is the sacred map of your kingdom. Where Mercury stands in your chart reveals the unique sound of your royal decree, how you think and command your world with words. Where Venus dwells unveils the nature of your heart's treasures, how you love and what you value most. Mars speaks of your noble courage, the way you fight for your kingdom and pursue your passions, and your rising sign. Oh, that is the majestic crest you show to the world, the first impression of your sovereign energy. You may be a radiant Leo sun, but with your moon in gentle Cancer, you rule with a fiercely protective and nurturing heart. Or perhaps you have Venus in practical Virgo, which means your love is expressed not in grand pronouncements, but in devoted acts of service. Maybe your rising sign is mysterious Scorpio, so others first perceive your fiery power as an intense, magnetic, and unspoken authority. This is not a contradiction, my dear Leo. This is your wholeness. You are a multifaceted diamond, a grand epic poem never meant to be confined to a single verse. Your natal chart is the blueprint of your destiny, and only you hold the scepter to rule its domain. It doesn't just show you who you are, it reveals why you came here. It points to the places where your heart is most tender, and those, my friend, are precisely where your greatest treasures are hidden. Think of it like the map to a hidden treasure chamber. Wherever there is a challenge marked on that map, a difficult aspect, a planetary placement that feels like a heavy weight, that is the very spot where you must dig. That is where the gold is buried. Your perceived flaws are not random. Your deepest insecurities are not personal failings. Your longing for recognition is not mere ego. It has all been etched into your chart like a sacred quest, a royal trial carried by your soul from other realms of light. And when you begin to learn its language, you no longer feel frustrated with life. You begin to understand. You see why this particular path was chosen for you, why one person entered your kingdom as an ally, and why another had to depart as a challenging lesson. You understand why you are repeatedly drawn into certain experiences as if the universe is testing you. It is not a punishment, Leo. It is a coronation trial, designed to awaken the true sovereign within. Every experience is a quest. Every loss is an invitation to return to the throne room of your heart. And then one day, in a moment of quiet majesty, you will sit with your own chart, no longer seeking external validation, no longer comparing your kingdom to others, but simply gazing into it as you would gaze into your own radiant soul. You will begin to see. You don't need to be like anyone else to be worthy of your crown. You only need to be gloriously, authentically, and courageously honest with the magnificent energy you were born to wield. And from that honesty, a golden path opens, no longer in confusion, no longer in self-doubt, only the pure, brilliant light born from understanding, from acceptance, from a sacred trust that you are here for a magnificent reason, and that reason is not far away. It was written long ago in your soul's royal decree, waiting for you to claim it. Sometimes, my dear Leo, you have dreams of places you've never seen, grand halls with soaring ceilings, stages bathed in golden light, landscapes so vivid and majestic they feel more real than your waking life. You see faces with no names, yet they stir a powerful loyalty in your heart, a sense of a shared, noble cause. Do not dismiss these as mere fantasy. The soul remembers in its own language, a language of symbols, archetypes, and pure, heartfelt emotion. My beautiful Leo, you have likely lived many lifetimes. You are an old soul, but not in the way of the quiet hermit. You are an old soul in the way of a seasoned monarch, a master artist, a courageous leader who has returned to the stage for a grand encore. You are not starting from scratch. You are continuing from where you last took your bow. The day you were born was a bridge from previous lives where great creative projects were envisioned, where love was given with a whole heart, and where lessons of leadership were learned. And perhaps that's why you entered this world with such a powerful sense of destiny. You feel a divine dissatisfaction with the mundane because you remember the magnificent. You long for a grand purpose because you have held one before. You carry a quiet sense that you are here to build something lasting, something beautiful, something that will inspire generations to come. The recurring dreams of greatness, the invisible pull towards the spotlight, the intense loyalty you feel for your chosen few, these are not illusions. They are soul memories. They are the echoes from ancient thrones you have occupied, from masterpieces you have created, from courageous stands you have taken. You are now ready to reclaim that power. And you, my friend, have been chosen to complete that legacy. No one else can do it for you, because only you carry the royal seal of your specific destiny. Only you can feel the fire of your unique creative vision. Only you know how to lead from the authentic center of your own heart. Because every Leo carries a piece of unfinished creative karma, a masterpiece that hasn't been completed, a kingdom that hasn't been fully realized, a love story that hasn't reached its most glorious chapter. But with this divine responsibility also comes a sacred gift, the power of alchemy, the ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, the ability to inspire, the ability to bring people back to the truth of their own hearts simply by shining the light of your own. Leo, you may not always realize this, but your very presence, your laughter, your warmth, your encouragement has ignited so many sparks in this world. You don't have to do anything other than be your most authentic self. You only need to stop apologizing for your light. You only need to stop fearing the scale of your own dreams. You only need to look with love and courage at the grand vision that lives within your heart. When you do this, the tangled threads of self-doubt from lifetimes past will begin to dissolve. Not all of the past needs to be analyzed. Some of it just needs to be expressed. Some of it just needs to be created. Some of it just needs your permission to be born. And you, through your courageous present moment action, are the one designated to do just that. No one needs to teach you how. You've always known. You just have to listen to the roar of your own heart. And if today your heart feels brave enough, close your eyes for just a moment. Ask yourself, what magnificent creation from a past life am I ready to bring into this one? Who knows, with just one courageous breath, one stroke of a brush, one step onto a stage, an entire royal legacy might finally be reclaimed. And then, where it once felt like a longing, a new reality will begin to dawn. A reality where the light no longer just shines upon you, but radiates from you, powerfully and purposefully. There are moments in life, my dear Leo, when the roar of the world suddenly fades, and in that powerful silence, for the very first time, you begin to hear the magnificent, thundering rhythm of your own heart. In that moment, you realize you can no longer play a smaller role to make others comfortable. You can no longer call your generosity a sacrifice. You can no longer keep warming everyone else, while your own central fire dwindles. The coming year, 2025, promises to be that kind of time for you. A year of profound awakening, a year of claiming your throne, a year of stepping through golden doors you didn't even know were there. As Jupiter, the planet of magnificent expansion, dances through Gemini, it will illuminate the area of your chart that governs your alliances, your community, your greatest hopes and dreams for the future. Your royal court is about to expand in ways you cannot yet imagine. But the most powerful and transformative energy of all comes from Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, and profound truth, as it settles into Aquarius. For you, Leo, this places Pluto directly opposite your sign. This is a once-in-a-lifetime transit. Imagine the universe holding up a giant cosmic mirror to you. There is nowhere left to hide from your own power. There are no more excuses to delay your reign. Your growth no longer comes from what others applaud, but from what you are finally willing to release. What must be released? The illusion that your worth is tied to external validation. The need to perform for a court that does not serve your highest truth. The roles that feel heavy, like a crown that no longer fits. Through this powerful process, you will feel parts of your old identity begin to crumble. Familiar stages will dissolve. It may feel like a kingdom collapsing, but I promise you, it is not an end. It is the sacred clearing of the land to build a foundation for a truer, more authentic, and far more powerful reign. This is the feeling of your soul being returned to its true, sovereign center. Leo, you may have lived for a long time waiting for the right applause, waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting to be chosen. But 2025 is not the year to wait anymore. This is the year you choose yourself, without apology and without needing permission. This is the year you step out of the supporting role and claim the lead in your own epic story. You may lose a few things along the way: an old, inauthentic relationship, a familiar stage that kept you small, a piece of your ego that was built on praise rather than truth. But what you will receive in return is immeasurable. You will have yourself back, just you, whole, radiant, and needing no justification for your brilliance. And then every door begins to swing open, not because you tried harder, but because you finally matched the frequency of your own soul. Not because you pleased anyone, but because you became the truest, most magnificent version of yourself. 2025 is not a year of comfortable stability, my friend. It is a year of glorious return. Return to your destiny. Return to the light you were born with, but perhaps forgot in the journey of seeking validation from the world. And if today you still cannot see the full path ahead, do not be afraid. The darkness is not your enemy. It is simply the velvet curtain, waiting for your presence so the light can be born. You don't need to walk quickly. You just need to walk truthfully, with the full courage of your heart. And each of those steps will create a new, powerful vibration in the cosmic map of the universe. Because every time a Leo lives in their truth, the entire soul system waiting for them begins to move. Each planet, each door of opportunity, each soul who needs your warmth in their life, they are all waiting for you to return to the throne of your own heart. And from that center, something more beautiful than any dream will begin. Not because destiny has changed, but because you finally dared to live it. My dear, magnificent Leo, if you are still here with me, listening with your whole heart to the very end of this message, perhaps it's not just out of curiosity. Perhaps it's because something deep within you, that royal spirit, that courageous lion heart, already knew all of this. It already remembered. And now it is simply waiting to be called forth by its true name. The true name of your soul is not the name written on your birth certificate. It is the frequency of golden light you carried into this life, summoned by the universe on your coronation day. You are not here merely to survive, to work, to love, and then to be forgotten. You are here to complete a magnificent symphony of creation. Every passion you've ever felt, Every act of generosity, every spark of creativity is a powerful note in a cosmic masterpiece larger than yourself. You carry an ancestral legacy of leadership, a karmic river of creativity, a map of a brilliant destiny, and a light that can never, ever be extinguished. It is only waiting for the moment you dare to believe with every cell of your being. I was chosen to live this life in the truest, most courageous, most wholehearted way imaginable. And if today you feel something within you has been ignited, even just a single golden ember, then let it grow. Fan that flame. Nurture it. No need to rush, no need to be perfect. You only need to be honest with the fire of your own soul. Thank you, radiant and courageous Leo, for entering this world with a heart as bright as the sun, and for still choosing to share that warmth in a world that can sometimes feel so cold. May you, on the road ahead, always remember, your soul does not need applause to be worthy. It only needs to be seen by you, to be loved by you, and to be allowed to shine in harmony with the magnificent light it carries. I would be so honored to hear from you. What part of this message ignited your inner fire the most? What great creation is your soul calling you to bring forth? Share your beautiful light, your insights, and your experiences in the comments below. By sharing our stories, we create a magnificent pride of souls, supporting one another on this incredible journey. And of course, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom. I want to make sure you never miss the guidance and unique insights we will be sharing for Leos in the weeks and months to come. We have so much more to explore together. You can tap or click on one of the videos you see on your screen now to continue your own personal journey and dive even deeper into your incredible, limitless Leo potential. Remember, my beautiful friend, you are the sovereign of your reality. You are the creator of your world, and you are fully capable of achieving your most magnificent dreams. Thank you for being here with me today. It has been a true gift to share this sacred space with you. I wish you an abundance of joy, love, and courageous success. Shine on.